away.
They're coming. Henry Ford.
Henry Ford High School, yes, the only survivor of last week's state tournament. And Henry Ford defeated Rochester High. They had an excellent season this year. They lost their first game in the Silver Dome, and they're ready to get back to the Silver Dome, I'm telling you. This team has it all. I mean, they have a four-man, not only a four-man attack, but a four-man offense in the backfield. They're outstanding. Jemison, Merritt, Bright, and Dennis Hubbard. They do a fine job, and it's tough to defend a team like this. You know, I watched them very closely. I've seen numbers of film on Mike Marshall, and this is Lindell Bright right here on a kick return against Denby in the championship game. And here's a young man who's probably one of the most underestimated athletes in the city of Detroit. And here's the point after, that's Leon Merritt. He's big time also. You know, they have so many weapons. They can come at you from so many different ways. They can go outside. They can go inside. Here's Dennis Hubbard on a handoff off the left side. He's only a junior. And you know, these guys have a wealth of experience playing against top talent. In the last 3 years, Merritt and Bright have faced the top schools in the state. The Biltmore Fortune, the Eisenhower, the Catholic Central. And, you know, they're on a mission. And I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to make a prediction of this. I think...
and wait a minute. Jeff does not make predictions. Go ahead, Jeff.
Well, you know, in my opinion, I don't see any other teams that's left in the state tournament that's going to be able to defend them. I think their only adversary is themselves. And if they focus and put their minds to it, I believe that Henry Ford and the Henry Ford Trojans and Mike Marshall and that little bitty line that he has, anchored by Lindell Marsh and you know, this is a very unique team. This team very seldom throws the pass.
Right.
You know, and teams still can't defend them because of the outstanding speed that they have. They can get outside and around the corner. They can strike at any time. And that's just amazing to see the execution on these kids.
And the thing that I also enjoyed, we've done several Henry Ford games this year. The thing that I most enjoyed is watching this offensive line as well as defensive line. The way they play teams that are a lot bigger than they are, but they outsmart them.
Yeah.
And this is what you look, they outsmart them, they create holes. Everybody has speed in that backfield. Defensively, they get the job done. They game tackle. They just do everything so well. This is a very disciplined.
You know, I had the opportunity to talk to Mike Marshall, and I said, Mike, would you have rather had a bigger offensive line going into the season? And at one point, early in the season, Mike didn't realize who his offensive line was going to be. Mm-hmm. So he had to take guys that were defensive backs, that were linebackers who were considerably smaller and not up to the standards of lineman's capabilities, and make them out of linemen. And this is another amazing feat, and my hat goes off to tip my hat to his offensive line and his offensive line coach. They have done an excellent job on blocking, on technique, and it's just a matter of them beating people to the spot. Right. And I feel that, you know, they're not overpowering teams, and they might not overpower a team physically, but it's just beating people to those areas and creating those holes, and that's making it a success for the Henry Ford Trojans.
And that's what makes it. The one thing also that I noticed, they're not all that interested defensively in penetrating. They're interested in containing. They stand, watch where the guy is going. You watch right at late in the third quarter, fourth quarter, that team, that defense, that tiny defense, they start penetrating. No matter how big the offensive line is. And we sit there, you know, and we've looked at this, and each time I come out scratching my dome because I'm trying to figure out how can this little team create this much havoc.
Well, their ends play extremely well, and that's one of the things that Mike Marshall pointed out to me. You know, he said these ends have been doing a great job defensively on containing teams, just like you said. There's also one of the defensive linemen, Marsh and Marcus Lloyd, who were made all-city, both all-city candidates. They have done an excellent job inside, and was Merritt at linebacker. And then you have that outstanding defensive backfield. And people don't realize a lot of these kids go both ways, so it's very seldom that they get a rest. This could be to the advantage of Henry Ford, being that when the weather changes, they have to deal with the elements. there's no one standing on the sideline getting told and doing those stiff limbs. Everybody's out there and active.
Big Daddy Jeff
Let me
Lowe.
say this, sir.
Go say it.
Henry Ford, they will play Div 1 Sports Center Saturday afternoon at 1:30. You want to see some exciting high school football, you be there.
All right, Big Daddy, we're going to do that.
Okay.
And we'll continue with more sports talk right after this.